recording. Another random thing, just because I can't stand rubbishy gravy. This is the pan, obviously we've cooked our lovely pork in. Shine the thing on there. Farmer John, good boy. We love your pork. Jokes in at the end. Basically, get your water mixture from cooking your veg. And then deglaze your pan, which basically means a little bit of heat on there, and then stir it around, and all those black scabby looking bits, all the fatty bits and whatnot, they'll all come off. And just keep on doing this really with all the liquid from all of your vegetables. You'll have the peas finished in there, won't it? Keep it going, don't turn it off. I saw your finger twitching away. It's the peas for the microwave. There we go. Your gravy will never always taste the same. It will always taste slightly different depending on what you've been cooking vegetable wise, what meat you've had, how much fat came off it. But it's already beginning to look sort of gravy like, at least colour wise. There's quite a lot of fat in this, so I got one of those special drugs that gets rid of it. It's not a bad idea if you've got some Worcester sauce of some sort. Let me hand over the label. Worcestershire. Let's put a little splidge in there, just to add a bit of a kick. And then I'll just let that bubble away while we wait for the cabbage to finish cooking and get some more liquid from there. And I reckon we can pause it for now. Right. Hold on, excitable one. Right, when we do our meat, look, there's always all the juicy, meaty bits of leftover. You chuck that all into your gravy pan. Oop. Let's try and get the camera looking on a bit. All those bits have all the grooves, every last tiny smidgen little bit, because it's all flavour. And flavour is what it's all about. That's just browning off and clearing up. Whatnot nicely. Would you mind taking over on the camera for a moment? Right, next bit, keep it going, that's all good. Is to thicken up your gravy. Very, very simple stuff. You get yourself some corn flour and some cold water.
Just put some more water in there.
Yeah, I do, yeah. Coming from the vegetables. That's that last bit. Don't be shy. Really got a big dollop of corn flour in there. Let's move that out of the way so we don't see where that's been bought from. We don't want to suggest that any shops are better than others. Add cold water, stir it around. It creates a non-Newtonian liquid if you're ever interested to find out. Search for it. Right then, add it into the into your gravy mix, and it will start to jellify, thicken, whatever you want to call it, quite quickly. Change all the colour so it goes a bit insipid and bogging. Turn it up a little bit if you're worried, just to help that process coming along. And then, whoop, you can add in some more liquid too. There we go. You must keep stirring all the way through, because otherwise you'll end up with lumpy gravy, and that's not what you want. You can see it doing its thing there nicely. Get all that liquid in. It's starting to thicken and look like proper gravy should. Keep doing this, and then basically when it sort of seems thick enough and it's all mixed in, so there's no thin runny bits and thick bits on the side, there's no lumps, then you chuck it in your pan and chuck it on your dinner. That's your gravy. Done. Alright, my lovely assistant is currently trying to plate everything up, so she can't hold the camera because it's driving her vaguely potty when she's trying to plate up, and I'm trying to show everyone how to make gravy. But it's looking good. Gravy now, after a couple of minutes of stirring and a bit more water from the veg, is looking lovely. And tasting pretty good too, which is what you want, isn't it, really? You can season it a bit more at this point if you want to get a little bit more flavour in there. You know, you want a bit more pepper or a little bit of saltiness. I'm a big fan of lots of pepper, so I'll put a bit more of that in. Mushroom ketchup's another nice little touch. A bit like Worcester sauce, but not quite as aggressive. And if you like, there's no reason whatsoever why you can't put a little tiny splodge of Marmite in there. It does make quite a difference. Surprising amount of difference, really. I can't really suggest any other type of Marmite, because Marmite's the only type there is, isn't there, really? Love it or hate it. Right, that's the lid back on there. Another final stir, and this is pretty much gravy to the max. Only little bits of lumps you're seeing in there, don't worry, that small piece of meat and everything that we took off the chopping board earlier on. Lovely bamboo chopping board. Can't go wrong with a bamboo chopping board. Oh, lovely. Not that I'm biased. Right, that's the gravy. Lovely dinner. Stuffing to follow in a minute. Right, there we go. That's the gravy. Just sort of go back to that. Main reason I've started recording again is this is the pan. Now, this is a scabby old pan we've been using for quite a while, but it's virtually clean. So another bonus of doing your own homemade gravy, which tastes and looks the business. I don't like using that bit because it just filters out all the bits of meat, which I want in my gravy, frankly. Sorry, conversation about meat filters, gravy filters or whatever. Anywho, but yes, you end up with a virtually clean pan, so your washing up situation is massively improved upon. Less moaning again from the children if they're the ones who do the washing up. As it is, it tends to be me or her indoors, obviously. You've got the lid on there. Anyway, see you later.